Hi everybody, welcome to this week's video. My name is Lynda Gaiao. Today we are in trait 44, alertness. This trait is in the survival intelligence function, and at its core is this really deep cellular memory of knowing what has failed and what has been a success in terms of our material survival on this mundane plane in this world. And so because it's in the survival intelligence, it has an intuitive or an instinctive quality, which means that its survival intelligence is accessed in the moment. And essentially what it's doing in the moment is accessing all of this memory and then knowing who to interact with and who to work with that is going to lead to a successful pattern of success for the tribe, for the community, for the team. The trait 44 of alertness can be an excellent personnel manager because they are so in tune to exactly what skills and capabilities of a particular person are needed and which will be essential in moving the entire team forward in a successful way. And so not only do you recognize who has the skills and capabilities, but you know exactly where to deploy those skills for successful outcomes. The trait on the other side of the 44 is the 26, the sales and marketing. And that particular trait is in the willpower or in the ego. So trait 44 is really good at managing the ego or the willpower within the group or the community or the organization. They really tell those with trait 26, hey, instinctively, I know who to use here, what the needs are, what we as a group are required to have in order to survive. And then they hand that over to those with the 26, and they then go and implement. They actually bring their willpower to sell, to market, to fight for, to defend, whatever is needed for that survival. And the trait 44 of alertness is tuning into that cellular memory of past experiences of success and failure in order to do that, and which interactions are going to be the most successful moving forward. So who do we connect? Which people will work the best together moving forward for this particular success? Because this is a survival trait in an awareness function, it has a fear associated with it, and that fear is the fear of the past. More specifically, it is the fear that your baggage from the past is going to catch up with you. You're not going to be able to transcend or transform that knowledge, that memory of the past, and ultimately that is going to lead to your extinction. In other words, you're not going to survive. And so you can see here how crucial or how important this memory of the past is here in ensuring that you transform, you move forward, you transcend what was there before. You use the knowledge of the past. You then, in the moment, with your instinctive and intuitive awareness, connect the right people and have the right interactions for success. This trait has with it this nose for success, being able to smell when something is off, or having a nose for success, knowing when something's fishy and when it's not. So it's really alerted to or attuned to kind of this smell or this nose for something. Now, if you don't have trait 26 on the other side of the 44, there can be this tendency to over-exaggerate, over-commit, or make promises that you can't keep. So if you don't usually have this trait in your design, or you don't have the 26 on the other side of the 44, these are things to pay attention to this week if you find yourself overcommitting, over-exaggerating, or making promises that you can't keep, then ultimately you are moving into action from a shadow or a not-self perspective rather than from your decision-making strategy. In a business context, having someone with trait 44 on your team means that they have a nose for success. They can smell a rat. They are really good at selecting people with exactly the right skills. They know who to pair up together for the best interactions. They're great at managing the egos of others. They are really attuned to the wants, needs, and desires of other team members, of your clients or your customers. They are great at bringing out the best in someone and making sure that everyone is working for the best of everyone, because this is in tribal circuitry. So it's about support. It's about working together to create successful outcomes. So there's this awareness here, this knowing that we need other people. We need to interact, and we want to ensure that we have these successful interactions. These people are going to be great at remembering where you failed and succeeded in the past, and how there is a pattern that's emerging here that's going to help you as you move forward. So if you're in a team meeting, or if you can't really remember how something turned out, these are the people to ask, because they are going to remember. They're going to have that memory of what happened, what was successful, and what led to failure. And they are going to really be instrumental in helping your team to move forward successfully, having that survival intelligence to move forward as a team. So this week, what I'd encourage you to pay attention to is, what are you smelling? What do you have a nose for this week? If you smell something fishy, maybe you need to investigate why that's coming up for you. You may also see some real potential capabilities and skills in others this week, and just noticing what you start picking up. You might have this real memory of the past, of things that worked and didn't work, and so you may want to use some of that energy this week to doing an assessment of all the things that you've done in the past. I have noticed a tendency with people that we often forget our successes and only remember our failures. So this week might be a great time to spend half an hour or so just really doing an assessment. Where have I succeeded, where have I failed, and where do I see that leading to in terms of a pattern for survival or success in the future. I have this trait in my design, and I really feel this alertness, this ability to see capabilities in others and to align people to have great interactions for success. And so just noticing what you notice as this energy flows through this week, whether you have it active in your design or not. If you do have it, you may feel it more powerfully, and if you don't usually have it, you may just notice some of these qualities showing up. So just to pay attention to that, and just see what your alertness reveals for you as you move through this week. Each week, as the background frequency changes, I release a new video. So if you want to get a notification when that happens, just click the subscribe button and you will start receiving those notifications. Until our next video, enjoy having this alertness around you, this intuitive survival instinct. And until next time, I hope you have as much fun as possible aligning to living successfully as you. Bye for now.